many of you have ever left your boss a message with that exaggerated cough? I don't think I can make it in today feeling under the weather. All right, I'm not going to put the camera on the audience so no one will see you, but if you called in sick today so you could be here, please applaud. No, we're not talking about that. Oh, the camera's not on them. Okay. Well, your boss may be on to you because, according to a new study, 80% of Americans don't believe their coworkers are telling the truth when they call in sick, especially when it's a Monday or a Friday. Then they say something's up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you agree?
I agree, of course, and good for them for calling in sick. There's all these studies saying we don't take enough of our holidays here in America, so take those days.
I don't care if someone calls in sick.
Yeah, what we need to.
If one of us called in sick? What if one of us called in sick?
That's fine.
Have you called in sick?
I've called in. Well, my husband calls for me.
Yeah.
Meredith is really not. She can't make it to the phone.
That's like your mother writing a note for you.
Yes, and it works damn well. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I don't believe in calling in sick because Jesus is always No, because you call in sick and then next thing you know, well, Jesus is there. I mean, listen, and plus I'm bad at lying, so if I say I'm sick and I'm not sick and I'm like out doing something with a man.
But maybe it's a mental health day.
Jesus is watching you doing something with a man.
That's why I don't do it anymore, because I always get caught. I'm not good at doing it.
But you have to have a really good excuse these days. You can't be like, oh, I have a headache or I'm just sick. You have to give something where they don't ask you at all.
I always say female problems.
Like one of my exes, he said he wanted to spend an extra couple of hours, hanging out. So he called his boss and said that he actually crapped his pants before he came in. That's what he said. I heard him say this on the phone. And you can't question that.
You can't
question that.
But can't you just change your pants and go to work?
He did. He came in like 3 hours later. They made him come in.
All right.
But it's the same thing. She just said over here, female problems. I'm like, what kind of female problems you got stuck? This pants, put it on and go to work. What are you talking about?
You might have cramps.
My male bosses would not.
They don't want to.
They don't
want to get. I knew I was.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Before buying a home, there are lots of questions you want answered, obviously, like how many bedrooms there are, does the roof leak? What is going on? Okay. Well, a new app promises. What is going on?
We have the church giggles now. Sorry.
Well, a new app promises to answer one question you might not have considered. Has anyone ever died inside the house? Now you can laugh all you want. Okay, it is called diedinhouse.com. It is a real site, and it searches suspicious or natural deaths that occurred at a particular address, and it starts at $11.99 for one search, a single search.
And I would pay $49.99 for it because I want to know who died in my house, and I would add an advanced search who was murdered in my house so I know if I need to get about it.
You admit that you're a little paranoid. You just...
I'm so nervous. Like, in January, I moved away from my roommates. It'll be my first time living alone. Oh, I shouldn't even have said that on TV. No. I'm living with a big man and a Doberman pinscher. But I get nervous because I believe in, I grew up very spiritual, so I believe in, like, all these little ghosts, and sometimes they lingering around. And if I hear something, I don't even... When I'm by myself, I have the shower door.
But is there
I'm going to deter you from buying the house if it's a good deal on a house?
No, I'm not buying that.
What kind of deal is it? No, I need to know if I need to pray.
But is there a place left that someone has not died? I mean, we're living in New York. Every single room, someone has passed away.
I feel like I die here every day. Thanks, everyone.